Hey guys, and welcome to another edition of BBTV. And from a man who likes to butcher names, what did Chelsea go and do? They buy a player by the name of Ugochukwu. Did I get that right? I hope I did. So, Chelsea have got another signing in the name of Leslie Ugochukwu. So, Ugochukwu is a 19-year-old. We were signing from Rennes, and this is the sort of signing that I've been calling out for. And I've been on Spaces before, and I'm saying, let's get the next big thing rather than overspending on your Moise Casados and people like that. Then. Yeah, I think we'll eventually get Moyes, but we're going to have to spend big for him. But we don't want to be spending big for these players time and time again. So let's get these players before they become the next big thing. And our scouting has been really impressive. Nicholas Jackson is one who's had a great start, and we've seen what he's done in pre-season. Okay, when the proper Premier League football starts, we'll be able to judge him better. So I'm not getting carried away, as I said before, with him. But the signs are good. The signs are good, and even when you look at Casadei looks impressive, Santos looks impressive. They all of them have had decent pre-seasons. Angela as well, I like the look of. So I'm trusting our scouts in this to do what they are paid for, to get the best players in. And because he's not a household name like a Chouameni or somebody like that, some people may be thinking, who's this guy? But the profile of this player is exactly what we need for me. From what I've seen, I haven't seen a lot of Rennes games, one or two, but when I look at players as well, I don't always look at what the YouTube compilations, because anyone looks good on YouTube. I keep saying that, but what you have to look at is their performances over 90 minutes when they played against opposition. And I've seen what he's done against PSG and some of the other big sides, and he hasn't looked out of place in those games over the course of the 90 minutes. And what he gives us, which we've been crying out for, and that word physicality. He's a physical specimen, 6'3". He's only 19. He's still got some filling out to do, but this guy's strong. He's strong as an ox, and he'll give us that added physicality that we need in the middle of the park, because we're not a physical side. Chelsea used to be known for their physicality back in the day, but we've lost a bit of that now. But this guy, he can come in and he can do it, and he can play as a lone six as well, or a pivot six. So if we want to play a different way, which allows Enzo Fernandez to move forward, and him just to play as a lone pivot, plug in those gaps, he's more than capable of doing that. He's strong in the tackle, excellent in the air, and he's good in possession as well. He used to be a striker apparently, so his passing is good, his close control is good, he's good at beating the press as well. So obviously, being a young guy, he's got some things to improve on, like his positioning at times and everything else. So those things can be worked on and improved. But also, what I like about him is that he's willing to learn, he's willing to grow. Apparently, from some reports that I've been reading, that he always analyses his game. He looks at videos of his game and looks at ways of how he can improve his game and get better. So for me, that sort of attitude is what I want in a player when we buy them. And looking at his stats, so this is taken from The Athletic, and it states that Ugochukwu is tidy on the ball and strong in the air, and his possession and defensive metrics versus, and this is his defensive metrics versus other midfielders in Ligue 1 for the last season. And as you can see, tackles 2.4 per 90, which is very good. Interceptions 1.4 per 90. Blocks 1.6 per 90, 1.1 clearances, 69% on balls won in the air, passes attempted 43.9%, pass completion rate is impressive, 87% pass completion. His progressive passes and possessive carries can be improved, but he's one of those guys, I think, if he gets the ball, win it and give it to your Enzo's to do those long good passes, because one thing Enzo is good at is those long raking passes, and I've seen him do decent long passes as well. He's good at those, you know. I've seen him do some, you know, from some of the clips that I've seen of him. Some people are wondering, have we brought him to loan to Strasbourg, or is he going to be playing part of our first team setup? I think, for me, it makes no sense buying this guy and loaning him to Strasbourg. The reason being is that he already plays for a higher team than Strasbourg. Rennes finished 4th last season in Ligue 1, so he's already had experience in that league, and moving them up. That he was quite instrumental for them in finishing in 4th position. He provides a need in our squad that we need at the moment, especially the fact that we've got rid of like Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who was like a physical specimen. We are short of height and people with that era of ability and that tackling strength. So I hope that we've brought him to be in and around the squad now. And he's similar to Lavia. If you look at Lavia, we've been looking at, and Southampton have been quoting 50 million. He's got that similar sort of profile to Lavia. He's the same sort of age. He's similar in style to Lavia, and I think that, you know, with a manager like Poch, who does know how to improve players, he can come into the squad and he can work with Pochettino, and he can be a better player. So I believe, and I'm hoping, that he's been brought in to be part of the first team squad rather than part of the Strasbourg loanees. So I'm excited to see how this player pans out, and so, you know, good scouting, I'm hoping. And again, he can come in, do a job, provide what we need. So guys, what are your thoughts on this signing? Do you know a lot about him? Have you seen him play? What's his strengths? What's his weaknesses? And do you believe him coming in stops us from going for Moise Caicedo, or do you think it's another profile? Because we are short in the midfield area, and so do you think that it doesn't impact on our further purchases? The only thing I have to say, the only negative, and it's not about the player himself, but it's just about the profile of player that we're buying. Okay, we want to buy these younger players, but Pochettino's already said that he needs experience as well. So he's another 19-year-old. So we are lacking. We've got rid of quite a few of players in the mid-20s. And it's funny because Ben Chilwell said the other day that he's one of the most experienced players at the age of 26. So we are lacking that experience as well. So I would like to see a couple of players coming in to add that experience, even if they're not going to be first team regulars, but just to be in and around the squad to add their input, and, you know, come in when you know, come off the bench maybe, or come and play in some games where that bit of experience is required. So for me, I just want to see us getting in a couple of players like that to complement the younger players that we've got in the team already. So that's it, guys. As I said before, stick your comments in the section below, and don't forget, as always, to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so be notified every time I make a new video. So welcome to the team, Leslie, and let's hope that you give us some good times ahead. So take care for now, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.